if you're looking for something really easy to wear. Okay, we can't turn on the news without having or hearing the stories of identity theft, about all the stuff, all of our sensitive information that is online. Well, you might be saying, I've got protection for my computer, I've got antivirus. This is very different from the antivirus you have at home. In fact, I learned from Joe that most standard antivirus is just scanning a small percentage of your files, or only the files that are active or in use. FixMeStick is going to triple scan 100% of the files that you have on your computer. So it is plug it in, it is plug, click, and fixed. It will scan 100% of the files, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And it doesn't just put a bubble on the virus or the malware or the Trojan. It actually takes it out of your computer. So your computer is going to stay young and run fresh and safer for longer. Not only are we stopping with the FixMeStick, or giving you the FixMeStick, you're also getting the StartMeStick, which is a way for you to bring new life to old computers that might be perfectly fine, but don't have an operating system anymore that's functioning. The StartMeStick allows you to keep using that computer because it's like a little stick that has its own operating system built in. You're gonna get the little adapter as well included. All you're gonna do is choose the color of your FixMeStick, and that is for PC or for Mac. You can choose the rose gold, the gold, or the silver. Everywhere else that you buy FixMeStick, you can clean one computer for 1 year, and that is $50. They only do this bundle for HSN, where you fix 6 computers for a lifetime, okay? And pretty much for that price, we still threw in the StartMeStick. This is a $200 bundle. We're $145 off. We all got those computers. We all need that extra added protection. And remember, you're also bringing to life new computers that maybe you haven't used in years. It is a very cool bundle that we've got for you. And they only do this for HSN. So Joe Harrison, we're bringing computers to life. We're making them run like they're brand new again, and we're protecting ourselves and giving that computer a deep scrub down. You know, not just a little virus check. We're gonna give it a deep clean.
Right, you think about your antivirus, it's kind of like brushing your teeth. You do that a couple times a day, that's pretty good. However, FixMeStick is like going to the dentist to get that deep clean, to really clean things out in your computer. And that makes the difference between, you know, it could be your system getting locked down because of a virus. It could be you lose all your files. You could have some ransomware on there. There's the #1 way that people have their identity stolen is now through viruses on their computer. So many bad viruses that are out there. There's actually 30,000 new viruses every single day.
Dear
what we
Lord.
know of, about 500 million known viruses. There's not a single good virus. Every single one of them will slow down that computer and will really cause you havoc. And sometimes it just gives you those annoying pop-up ads. You're not quite sure what to do. You know, do you take it to a repair shop? And there is one of the largest electronic retailers in the United States. They charge $150 for a deep clean. They do it once, you come home, get another bad virus, you got to hit the $150 again. Or with FixMeStick, all you do is you insert this into your USB port on any computer in the last 15 years. Not only PC, but it's also Macs too. Doesn't matter the brand. Could be an HP, could be a Gateway, a Dell, an Acer, a Asus. All these different brands that are out there, they all have USB ports, and FixMeStick will work with them all. Because you see, FixMeStick is actually a little USB stick in itself. It's a metal USB stick, doesn't need a cap whatsoever. You insert that into your computer. It's actually 3 steps. Step 1 is physically put it inside the computer. That's it. Step 2 is you double-click Run FixMeStick. The software will come up on the screen. And then step 3 is you come back like 2.5 hours later to 3 hours, depending on how big your hard drive is, and you're done. It really is that simple. You don't need to have a computer degree. You don't need to ask anybody. You insert the USB stick into the computer. That is how simple it is. Now, the reason why it does take 2.5 to 3 hours to run is because, you know, your antivirus, it only takes 15 minutes because it scans the active files only, which are about 10% of your hard drive. And Leslie, this is the only product of its kind on the market. It doesn't scan 10%, it scans 100% of the files. So every file, whether it's a picture, a song, a document, a program, whatever it happens to be, it is getting scanned 100%. But FixMeStick said that's not good enough. We want to make sure that we're thoroughly cleaning everything. So they installed a triple scanner. So now every file gets scanned 3 times. Now, the reason why you have to plug in FixMeStick every single time is if it sees it's a bad file, it doesn't leave it on the system under a bubble or a quarantine. It physically removes it from your computer. So it's also going to find all those quarantine viruses from your antivirus and physically remove those as well. So it really works hand in hand with your antivirus solution. But Leslie, when I think about computing, as long as there is going to be a computer out there, there will be a virus every single day. And the fact that this is good for a lifetime really exceeds the value, because computers aren't going anywhere. You're going to be using your computer for a lifetime.
And remember when they used to say that Macs couldn't get viruses? Those days are over. I'm telling you, I've lived it. And so here's the thing. This is for PC or for Mac. You know, that was the thing too, Joe. We used to have to choose, you know, which kind of computer we had.
That's right.
This is for a lifetime for 6 computers. And they only do that for HSN. Everywhere else, you buy FixMeStick, it's 1 computer for 1 year at $50. Today, for $4.99 more, you're getting 6 computers for a lifetime. And we threw in the StartMeStick, which is like a little freebie bonus to you. So it's a bundle they only do for HSN. This bundle alone is typically $200. We're $145 off, and it is the most perfect timing, Joe. I think that's why this has been so very popular, because it's back to school.
Oh, for sure.
In just a couple of months, we'll be back in tax season. Like, it's ridiculous. This year has flown by. But, you know, those are the moments, you know, when we get scammed the most, essentially. That's not me. That's the FTC talking about that. The rose gold is the most popular right now. We also have the gold available for you. We also have the silver. If you are using a computer, we absolutely feel in our hearts that you need this. So think about it, because it's never been at this price. It's a super special bundle. And remember that at midnight, the 5 flex pay goes away. So right now, you can get this home for $11. You try it out. If it doesn't do everything we're telling you it does, you get to send it back. And don't forget, if you've got old computers like me, like I've got 2 laptops sitting under my desk right now. And I remember calling Apple and saying, this laptop is perfectly fine. Like, it's working. It was super old. And they were like, yeah, it's just that, you know, the apps are no longer supported, and I wanted to strangle somebody through the phone. It's outrageous. Now I could get that laptop to work with the StartMeStick, because it's got its own little operating system.
You're exactly right. It's a USB stick as well, but it does have its own operating system built onto it. So it's like its own little mini computer. So a lot of times, like Leslie said, her Apple doesn't work. This is my Windows computer that doesn't work anymore. It's the last gateway I sold back in 2012.
That's
it's 10 years old, but it has an operating system that Microsoft says we're not supporting. So you turn it on, it just goes to a loop. You can never get it to turn on. But the screen still works, keyboard still works, everything still works. All I had to do was, you can see right here, I've got my StartMeStick plugged into it. I'm on hsn.com. I can watch YouTube. I can check my email. I can go to my bank account. I can do all these different things all with the operating system, just like it would. So this computer does no longer need to be, you know, in a basement, in a drawer, in a back room somewhere, because you don't want to get rid of it. It has a lot of personal information on it. With StartMeStick, we're bringing those older computers back to life. And it truly is as simple as that old computer, as long as it has a USB port, step 1 is you plug it in. And then as soon as you turn it on, it will boot right to the StartMeStick software. And now you can get online, you can check your email, you can do your banking. But because you have to have this plugged in every single time that you use it, you actually don't, there's no chance a virus can download. So it actually is a better, more secure way to do your banking. So I really love this 1-2 combo, where StartMeStick is going to help all those old computers that just the software doesn't work anymore. Now we're upgrading the software for you. And then FixMeStick is good for all the current computers that are currently working. And really, both of these items are good for any computer that is up to 15 years old. Doesn't matter if it's PC, doesn't matter if it's Mac. And we, as you're showing you there, we're dunking into water, because even the USB sticks, they're made out of metal, because they're meant to last a lifetime. So this is not one of those things where you just use it the next couple months. You're going to use this for a long time, for as long as you own these devices. And Leslie said it perfectly. We have tax season coming right around the corner. That is the #1 time that our identity is stolen. And the reason why computers now have that, that title of being the #1 place you lose your identity is that there are viruses that are called keystroke viruses. And they're designed to watch you type in certain things. only personal information. So your antivirus does not even see it. It doesn't slow down your computer whatsoever.
Ugh.
When you start typing in your social, your
It's so
credit card,
frustrating.
your addresses, it captures all that information. Before you know it, Leslie, it's got a stack of who you are, and now that person can open up a credit card themselves or do their own tax return. That fraud happens all the time. And if you run FixMeStick, we're going to capture all those viruses that could cause any harm to your computer.
The 5 FlexPay goes away at midnight, so you can try this for the first $11. I know that you've wanted to try it. I know I have too. And you used to have to choose, do you want it for Mac or do you want it for PC? This does them all. And everywhere else, you get 1 year, 1 computer, and then it's $50. Here at HSN, and remember, this was the $200 bundle, okay? This is 6 computers for a lifetime. You can use, this is a purchase you make now, but 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, you buy a brand new computer, you upgrade your home office, you are still running FixMeStick, because most computers, especially new ones, they all have that USB port. You plug this into the USB port, you press click, and it's scanning 100% of the files, not just the ones you're using. Remember that for $5 more, we threw in the StartMeStick. They only do this for HSN. And Joe, with a minute and a half left, the story of FixMeStick is kind of cool too, right? Because it wasn't it like some cool guys that worked in...
software, yeah, they worked in the antivirus field. They knew there had to be a better solution. We just can't clean 10% of our computer. Imagine hiring a cleaning crew, they only clean 10% of your house, and the rest of the house is still a mess. So they created FixMeStick, and literally hundreds of thousands of people are paying $50 per computer every single year. Only HSN has a lifetime of use. They also have a lifetime of tech support. They're the really nice Canadians, and they only do this for HSN, where they actually give you a phone number. Anywhere else you get FixMeStick, it's just email support. So now you can actually talk to somebody. So if you hear about a virus in the news, no problem, we're protecting you. They got a lot of calls when the government even said, the US government said everyone needs to make sure their virus is up to date because the country of Russia was creating viruses to attack our computers. It's mind-boggling that that's what other countries are doing.
Frustrating.
But having this, Leslie, you run it once a week, you're doing a deep clean. And if you think this is too good to be true, Leslie, I always say, run your antivirus first. That's what we've been doing for decades. Now run this after and see what FixMeStick cleans up at your antivirus mix.
Kind of like the vacuum cleaners we sell here, Joe. We're like, try your vacuum cleaner and then try this new one. It's true. You're going to be amazed. And remember, it's not just scanning the files that are in use. It's 100% of your files. So it does take longer. And look, even on this Mac, we found a couple of items. Took it like 3 hours. This is not going to run like for 15 minutes, but it did a deep scrub down, a deep clean of your computer, and that's what you want. And remember, this deal is only here at HSN, and that $11 FlexPay goes away at midnight. Remember, free shipping and handling too. If you've got a computer, you need this. Take advantage of this price today. Here's Andrew Lessman with a quick little message.